What if I told you that over 1,000 years ago, a man calculated the Earth's circumference with an accuracy that wouldn't be matched for centuries? Al-Biruni, the medieval genius you've probably never heard of, but absolutely should have. Born in 973 CE in what's now Uzbekistan, Abu Rayhan al-Biruni wasn't just a scientist. He was the scientist. While Europe was in the Dark Ages, this Persian polymath was revolutionizing how we understand our world. Today we're diving into the incredible life of a man who mastered astronomy, mathematics, geography, anthropology, and so much more. Picture this: medieval Khwarezm, a bustling center of learning along the Silk Road. Young Biruni grew up surrounded by scholars, traders, and ideas flowing between East and West. By his 20s, he was already making astronomical observations that would put modern scientists to shame. But here's where it gets crazy. Political turmoil forced him to flee his homeland. What could have been a career-ending disaster became the making of a legend. But Biruni wasn't done yet. While others were focused on conquest, Biruni was fascinated by Indian civilization. The result? Kitab el-Hind, the most comprehensive study of Indian culture written by an outsider in the medieval period. He basically invented the scientific method 400 years before Francis Bacon. If you've ever done a science fair project, you're following in Al-Biruni's footsteps. But his revolutionary thinking didn't stop there. In the angle to the horizon to calculate the Earth's curvature, a technique still taught in geometry today. Here's Al-Biruni's most mind-blowing achievement. Imagine measuring the Earth with nothing but math, a mountain, and your own eyes, no satellites, no GPS, and made astronomical observations so accurate they were used by scientists centuries later. Biruni was operating on a completely different level. But his greatest adventure was yet to come. Using trigonometry and brilliant observation, he measured Earth's circumference. His method? Climbed a mountain, measured its height, observed the horizon angle, then used the height of the mountain. His result: 24,900 miles. The actual circumference? 24,901 miles. That's a 99.96% accuracy rate, using medieval tools. Compare that to Columbus, who was off by 25% and accidentally discovered America because of his bad math. His methodological approach helped lay the groundwork for the scientific revolution. While his contemporary Ibn Sina became famous in the West, Biruni remained largely unknown outside scholarly circles. Next time someone tells you that scientific thinking is a modern invention, remember Al-Biruni? The man who measured the Earth with a mountain and showed us that knowledge has no borders. In an age of conflict and superstition, he chose evidence over ideology, understanding over judgment. But wait, there's more. When Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni invaded India, Biruni tagged along, not as a warrior, but as a scholar. He spent years learning Sanskrit, studying Hindu and Buddhist texts, and interviewing local scholars. What makes this incredible is his approach. Instead of judging, he observed. Instead of dismissing, he tried to understand. Al-Biruni didn't just study the world, he revolutionized how to study it. He insisted on direct observation over ancient texts, mathematical proof over philosophical argument, cultural understanding over prejudice. He calculated the speed of light being faster than sound, determined that the Indus Valley had once been underwater. His works covered everything from the Medutic Canon on astronomy to the Book of Precious Stones on geology, plus pharmacology, calendar systems, and the phases of the moon. We're talking about 120 books across dozens of fields. But here's the tragedy. So why haven't you heard of this genius? Al-Biruni's story got lost in the shuffle of history, but his influence was massive. His works were translated, studied, and built upon by later scientists. Al-Biruni proved that curiosity, precision, and open-mindedness can overcome any obstacle. Al-Biruni didn't just measure the Earth, he measured the limits of human curiosity and shattered them. What other forgotten geniuses should we cover? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from history's greatest minds.